Hey, what up, y'all? Good morning. I ain't gonna hold you long today. I'm happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you. I just want to talk about this morning. It's supposed to be my day off. I hope y'all listening to the the best of the RSMS, right? The best of, because we not on. We are off today. But what I did want to talk about was, hey, what up, Bruce? I'm right by your house. I got to go over here, check on my granddaughter because she's sick. You got to drive way to Pinson. My grandbaby got a fever, and I was supposed to get her, but I gotta go check on her. Make sure she good. It's funny that you on here, because I call this segment the School of Ernest and Maddie Smiley. Just having a whole conversation about decorum and acknowledging people. Even if you're not into asking people how they doing, but just always try to make sure that you acknowledge people. And it just seems like we live in a society where everything that's wrong is right and everything that's right is wrong. And sometimes we get too excited, too in a hurry to speak to people, to ask people how they doing, what have you. It's so important to always acknowledge people and be respectful. One thing my granddad taught us is about just being a distinguished gentleman. And it's just nothing wrong with that. You know, you're never too such in a hurry or too busy not to exchange pleasantries. And it's almost like people that don't do that, man. It's almost like I'm allergic to them. I'm personally allergic to them. And I don't mind you doing it, but don't get mad at the correction. Don't make me feel like if I correct you for not speaking or whatever, for coming into my space, especially the ones that come into my space or whatever, that I'm something wrong with me. For you should say hello if you're coming into someone's space to make some kind of contact with them. You should say hi. You don't have to say how are you, but just a hello or acknowledging them. And people are just such in a hurry to get what they need or to get what they want. They don't have the respect enough of the other person to at least exchange pleasantries. You know, speaking, you know. And I mean, it can even go farther than that. Being a gentleman, holding the door open, being respectful to the flight attendant or the lady at the register at the grocery store, or wherever they work with, this Burger King grocery store, wherever. Just being nice to just nod your head and smile and acknowledge the person and speak and be kind. I know everybody got a lot on their mind. During the worst time of my life, I had to walk through an airport. During the lowest and worst and darkest day of my life, I was still kind enough to speak to people and stop and smile and acknowledge, even though I was suffering and going through what I was going through. Just being thoughtful, because they don't know what you're going through or what you're dealing with. But it didn't take nothing for me to smile and nod my head. Now, I did pull one couple to the side and say, hey, I just had a tragic incident that happened to me, and I'm just trying to get home and just not feeling taking a picture. But I really appreciate. And they stopped and they was like, I'm so sorry. They hugged me. I hugged them. I said, but I love you. Next time I see you, I got you. But just the fact that I smiled and acknowledged them, you know, just be just kind, loving, and respectful people like that. You don't mind, you know, explaining something like that too or whatever. But just want to talk about that this morning. Just be mindful and just always exchange pleasantries and try your best. Nobody's perfect, but just try your best to consider before asking for something, whether it's help finding what aisle the bread is on, or what floor, or how to get to the women's center in a hospital. To always, I don't care what nobody else do or don't do, always take a moment to exchange pleasantries. Sometimes exchanging pleasantries might lead to a conversation, might lead to a friendship, that might lead to an opportunity that might bless you. But man, when you don't speak to people and acknowledge people, the OGs of the world and the gatekeepers and the people that have money and have the ability to make decisions, they wouldn't dare consider you for anything, because you're not speaking to someone is rude, and especially when you go into someone else's space asking them for something, and it's just all the way rude. But just think about that, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. So let me get out here and let me go see about my grandbaby. Love y'all. Be blessed.